Hello, good evening, welcome. My name is Fikiri, the Dark Feminina, and I hope my short video will bless you. And I offer praises, haze of praises to the only Creator, Goddess, and God are one. And I have explained some detail about the ancient understandings of the Godhead that are real and accurate and holy, and the loss of knowledge due to people using BA, that is real evil, that fueled Sauron's armies, fueled the everything evil that's ever happened. And yes, known by various names, but Sauron is a real person from history. They are the creator and the heavenlies, which includes our ancestors. They know we need their tales, and they put themselves in our minds when we're writing poetry, books, music, film, screenplays, costume design, arts, poetry, song, everything creative, visual arts, audio arts. They know we need to learn from their life stories, and it comes through our imaginations. Hence it seems to us as if it's just or often it seems it's just a great thought we've had, or maybe the person is aware that they're hearing, but they're not sure who they're hearing from, and how much else they could be taught, how much else creatively can come through them if they ask. Ask your ancestors, ask them. They can help you in lots of ways. They really are willing to help us. There is always a difference between genuine Nefer, genuine Sanctus, genuine holy, genuine Iyotake, and isfet, which is the opposite. It's always battling holy because it wants to destroy holy, wants to destroy all that's good. And because people are taught very little about what is possible in life these days, the Western world is taught to be embarrassed about the idea of believing that miracles are possible, that the Creator is real, that however one understands the Creator, however one's focused on the Creator, that they're taught to be embarrassed, and life can get difficult for simply saying, yes, you believe that miracles are possible, yes, you know magic's possible, which it certainly is. It's under the control of the Creator, and it's not always allowed. There are lots of factors involved in why sometimes the Creator, the Netta themselves, that is the gods, they put a hold on some of the things we try to do. They limit often what happens these days. Partly they've quoted me is because and others I'm sure because there isn't enough knowledge and enough of religious matters. Religion's got a bad reputation these days, the word. In truth, any description, any spiritual activity can become dry, dull, stale. But religion, its meaning is beautiful. It means it's genuinely come from the Creator. And people don't know enough either about the law of the long, which is the land of the nations of the world. There's an original law that is behind every other subsequent law arrangement ever. It allows for a wide variety of laws and for restrictions on freedoms on at times. The aim being, if people are choosing BA, then there's that has to be coped with. It has to be worked around, dealt with the aim of prayerfully, through prayer, faith, or hopefully overcoming it. But we have to be careful with words and meanings, because, as to quote Cleopatra Mumie, yes, through the film, but Cleopatra of Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, and yeah, but I can't remember who played Gaius Julius Caesar, but there are doors and doors, and one person may mean freedom when they say freedom, they may mean holy when they say holy, and another person is using it to hide real evil, anti-life evil. They'll say they're for life, they'll say they are, yeah, everybody should be free, but that's not what they're aiming at. They're actually part of a death cult, and their aim is death. But it gets presented to people as if you just use a bit of BA, don't worry about it, too restrictive religious people. And sometimes they are people who believe in whichever religious tradition, faith tradition a person's believing and following. There may be, and there may be good reason at different times for that. Sometimes it's all too restrictive, just too much. And the spirit of the Creator is giving room for there to be more leeway, more relaxing of the social rules and things like that. So the devil is one example, because there's a religious background to why the Bible calls the devil, the source of all evil, the devil. Now, and it's a bit complex, and I can't go into it in the time I have even right now. But the reason people like Tom Ellis's devil is because there was a time when there's a being there's a holy being that's the devil. There's an angel that's the devil. There's a netter that's the devil. It's complex, really, and the different history, and those are at least 3 different persons with their different tales, stories, interacting with people in this life. Essentially, the supernatural and the devil, whom the supernatural belong to, also obviously they belong to the Creator. You see, the thing about the supernatural is, as I put on Instagram a few weeks ago, they belong to the Creator. They're actually about holy. The Creator made the supernatural. Vampires, werewolves, were panthers, were bears, hybrids, mutants. And if you find that one is near you, or you are coming near them, what it means is that either you deserve it, or you're facing, unknown to you, quite possibly, such suffering from human beings following BA, from following real evil, that their attack, if they attack you, is mercy. You need to be gone, because if you don't go the quick way that a vampire gets you, you don't want to be caught by humans who want to chop you up and torture you and all for evil. They all have a role in life, and the devil is different to the source of all evil. There's kind of a shorthand, like calling blackness, because people hide their evil behind real holiness, using the same words. So go carefully, but make sure you are aligned, whatever you're doing, with true holy. It must be genuine, because otherwise you're part of the problem and you're lending power to the Nazis, to the Interahamwe. You're lending power to real dangerous evil forces that you beings and forces that you never even quite probably heard of, and we don't want them destroying people, destroying life. It's not funny. Please, although sometimes we do, in order to lighten it up a bit, you must, if you've been indulging in choosing BA, you must force yourself to stop. Holy is more powerful and reliable, and it doesn't leave you with that crazy feeling of guilt because you know you've set someone else up for suffering and possibly torment, torture, and death. And I perceive people in through Rain constantly choosing this stuff and laughing about it because they don't. The source of all evil has desensitized a lot of people. You must pray. You must, Divinare, get yourselves back in alignment. Those of you who are not, and it's billions, hence the problems in the world, hence the pandemic. We're threatened with the return of the bubonic plague if people don't learn from this pandemic. Align with true holy, true never. You can have your vampire.